Find me, josemonkey, you're my only hope.
You asked me to figure out where this video was recorded, so I did. Hi, I'm josemonkey, and I find people who ask to be found. This one was pretty crazy, guys, because I thought it was going to take me much longer than it did. I had a whole strategy for how I was going to look for this place, and I fully expected it to take a while to narrow things down. But this search ended up being over before it even got started. So what can we see? The video begins with a Star Wars themed request to be found, which I always love.
Find me, josemonkey, you're my only hope.
One of the first things I noticed was the bridge behind this person. I assumed that meant there was probably some small stream or river here. As they begin to turn, it becomes evident that this is some kind of park or something like that, because we've got like a walking path here and this soccer pitch. Next, we see these colorful buildings here. As they continue to turn, we can see some houses, and we can also see the beginning of a paved area here, which I assume is some kind of parking lot. Next, we see a building here which looked to me like a gas station, but I did not recognize the brand. We can also see some large towers here, which are supporting what appear to be electrical transmission lines. And the person completes their turn almost all the way back to the beginning, giving us nearly a 360-degree view. Okay, this looked a little bit tricky, but I had a plan to find this place. I had a hunch that this was the UK, just based on the general look of it. Don't forget the hat. The what? The hat, bruh. Animal. That's a British company. It is? Animal is a British lifestyle brand, creating clothing and accessories for those who share a passion for adventure. Where the heck did that come from? I don't know, I got it off their Facebook page. Chad, are you trying to get a sponsor? I don't know, maybe. We'll talk about this later. Guys, this is not a sponsored post.
Yo, your boy Chad's available though.
Anyway, like I said, I had a hunch this was the UK. First, I would need to identify what gas station this was, or perhaps I should say petrol station if this is the UK. If I could do that, I figured that next I could narrow it down by finding only those petrol stations that were very close to power lines. As usual, I figure very close means about 100 meters. That's like 330 feet. If I was able to do that, then I figured I could narrow it down further by looking for only the ones that were also very close to soccer pitches. And once I had done that, I figured I could narrow it down even further by looking for ones that were near like a small creek or stream or something. Okay, so like I said, the first step was trying to figure out what that petrol station was. And guys, I just started looking at the logos for a bunch of different petrol companies in the UK. And I gotta tell you, honestly, this was the longest part of this search, because I was looking at these results for like 15 to 20 minutes before I found anything that looked right. But I eventually concluded that this was very likely a Go station. So I did a bit more digging, and all the results that I was getting seemed to suggest that Go was primarily located in Northern Ireland. It's possible they're found elsewhere, but that was what I was seeing. So Northern Ireland seemed like a good place to start. Okay, so like I explained, I figured the next step was to look for Go locations that were within 100 meters of power lines. Once I did that, I figured I could narrow it down further. But when I plugged in that search, guys, I only got one result. And when I looked at it, I could tell just by looking at the aerial view that it was the right place. Guys, that was it. You were standing here, near the Grace Bannister Bridge, in Belfast, Northern Ireland, in the United Kingdom. I found a user-submitted 360-degree photo on Google Maps that showed me almost that exact same spot. Here we can see the bridge from the very start of the video. Here's a view of those colorful buildings that we saw over near the soccer pitch. And of course, here's the Go station and the power lines that helped us find this place. By the way, I thought it was interesting that the photo I found on Google Maps appears to have been taken at roughly the same time of day. You can tell by comparing the angle of the sun here. So that was kind of crazy. Okay, it's time to check which previous location was closest to this one. And this time it was in Season 2, Episode 14, in Liverpool, in England. That is the closest location, but it's all the way across the Irish Sea, about 144 miles or 232 kilometers away. If anybody else wants me to find them, record a video where you say, "Find me, josemonkey," or something like that, on camera, or hold up a sign that says something similar. And don't forget to tag me in a comment on that video.